and rich insights from the Arab world.
Okay.
This is my iPad.
Oh.
Hi
Hi, guys.
Today. Oz Arab Media, bridging cultures, connecting communities.
SC Timbers Castle Hill are
Well, that's loud now. Can't win with this station.
Timbers supply, install, and guarantee solid timber.
All right, let me get this back.
And vinyl flooring, as well as
Okie dokie. Which way are we going? That way. Get that out of the road. Gosh, it's all open. 10 seconds, right? Here we go. Oh, now my mic. You've got to fix my mic. Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, the Alive 90.5 FM radio station, as well as Omni Studio and iHeartRadio. And if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air on Facebook. And Ellie just had to rescue my mic because it was falling down as I just went live. A couple of little technical issues here, but anyway, we're live now. So come over to that main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'm an international medium. I've been doing this for quite some time. This is my 467th live show. So we do 2-hour shows. So whatever that is, what does that work out to be, Ellie? 467 times 2. 520. 524. 940. What am I saying? How many hours?
So 460. Is it 468 shows?
467.
467.
Yeah.
About 935-ish.
And tonight on a live, it's our 140th live show tonight.
Woo-hoo.
There you go. So I've still got this issue with this mic here, but I'll try and leave it like that. Hopefully it won't keep falling down. But anyway, we'll get there. But thanks to John from the Smorgasbord. He was just prior to us going live here. Hi, John. Hope you're well. And we didn't get much of a chance to have a chat. But we'll see you next week anyway. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to that main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're here every Monday night from 8 till 10 on Alive 90.5 FM. And then we're also on another radio station every Sunday night from 8 till 10. And tomorrow night, I will be interviewed by a lovely lady called Jade from Culture Connection. She's going to be interviewing me tomorrow night from 7 till 8 live. So join us again tomorrow night. You'll see that on my page. Just go to the events section and click going, and it will remind you every time, like 15 minutes before we go live, it will remind you to come on board and join us. I just want to say good evening to some of my longtime followers, and as usual, every single week it's Jewel Polglaze as well as Michelle Coburn, always in fine form, and Tracy Gibson, she's always in fine form as well. These ladies don't miss a beat with my shows, and Jewel Polglaze has been with me forever since I was born. Michelle Coburn as well since I was born, and Tracy Gibson's been here for 90 million years. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but this is how it feels. It's part of a family on this page, and it's very, very community orientated. So if you're feeling unhappy, if you're feeling unmotivated, and you're not feeling the love from life or anything around you, then come onto this page, because there's a lot of love in this page. There's a lot of people that care about you, and that people can actually lift you up and then pull you into line if you're out of line as well. That's what we do here. We're always available. We're always on the show to help people, and that's why I decided to use my gift to pay it forward. I mean, the Creator gave me a gift to help people around the world. So that's what I do when I share that gift with everybody, so that I can help people as much as I can. And we worked out a few weeks ago that probably I've done around 28, maybe 30,000 readings, free mini readings across the world, because I stream live across every platform that I can possibly get my software to stream live from, so that it can help people. And, I get a lot of messages come back after my shows, and people say, oh, Lesley, you didn't do a reading for me, but what you said in such and such show resonated with me. It just made sense to me, and you've made me feel better. And I go, wow, that's cool, because it's like I'm reading for somebody else, and it might be something that they is happening similar in their life, or might remind them of something, and it just makes them feel better and makes them move on, especially when you have a past loved one and the past loved one has made an impact with the passing, etc., and hasn't been very pleasant for everybody. And it's just, I mean, any passing or any death in the family, or relationships gone south, or anything, communication breakdowns can be very, very hard for some people, and like everybody's got a filter, but it's just a matter of, being aware that as much as people look like they're coping on the outside, 90% of them from my private readings and from my shows, I know that some people are not coping. I don't say it as often as I can, because I can't, because I don't want that to make them worse on my shows as well. So I try and lift up my shows so that it makes people feel better other than worse, especially when they've got a past loved one and they're grieving. And there's no time limit on grieving. It's just whatever makes you feel comfort when you're grieving over a past loved one. And that's what I'm here for, to actually share with you that they don't hold you to ransom. They don't want you to be upset about them. They don't want you to think that they passed in pain. I've never seen any past loved one pass in any pain, so they don't really have that when they've gone, when it's kind of like and I explain this analogy all the time, it's like the vehicle of a car. It's, you take the motor out of the vehicle and you put the motor to the side, and it's still running, it's still operating, the fuel's still going, everything is still going, and it doesn't stop. It never stops. And that's your soul, and that soul will always be around everybody forever. So, and, like people talk about ghosts, people talk about spirit, people talk about, demons and all that stuff. If there's those three items, or those three, spiritual items, I should say, then, how does this other side of the world work? There's got to be something there. And when I pull up things that nobody else would know, or I see things and I say it and nobody else would know, or the situation, there's definitely something out there. And even though I'm a medium, it still kind of freaks me out as well. I still get that fuzzy feeling in my stomach and go, oh geez, that was a bit creepy, or that was a bit weird, and I don't show it, but I'm going, oh yes, I got to stop there. But I ask Spirit, and I say, Spirit, you need to give me a smorgasbord of information. And when I'm in the studios here, it's completely different to doing a private reading. Private reading, I have more of an opportunity to share more information because I don't have any media law that can stop me. However, in the studio here, I have to think about, the sponsored ads, the panel, making sure Ellie's okay, making sure that my stream's okay, watching out for trolls, reading questions out, talking to Spirit, and that's probably 8 things already that I have to do. So it's important. It's so important to keep the show on the road. And when we first started, bless you, yep, she sneezed. When we first started doing radio, going back, this is my 467th live show. So 467 live shows ago, I used to make a plan of everything and make sure that everything was timed properly, and we had the ads in there, we had everything in there. And as sure as ever, I get to the studio and we'd start to do the show, and then it'll turn upside down. And I thought, that's it, I've had enough now. I'm just going to have to go with the flow and make sure that the radio is, we never have dead air, because we call it dead air here. It's the worst thing you could ever have is on radio is dead air. And I'm going to make sure that it just flows, and Spirit's going to help me, because I know that if I start planning again, it's just going to go south. So, but how are you tonight there, Ellie?
Yeah,
Pretty good. And you've already sneezed. It's number 1 for tonight.
I'd much rather that we go back to last night and you're the one that's sneezing, to be honest.
Before I started last night, I was sneezing my head off before I came in the studio. And then last night, and if you don't mind, Ellie, can you leave all your injuries to yourself tonight and not have Spirit come through and give them all to me, please? Thank you. Right. Yes, I know. Tell me about it. So last night I'm sitting there and I've got, oh my God, my shoulder was killing me. I was thinking, is it the angle I'm sitting on? Do I sit like I'm upside down? Is my head down? I didn't know what was going on. And I sit in the ad break. I can't move my arm. It's just so sore. And I had to put it up onto the mic and just like rest it there, because it felt better to have it up. And I thought, wow, what's going on here? And then Ellie pops up and she says,
Yeah, that might be. Is it this one? Is it across here?
And he says, yes, I think that's me. I go, will you just get out of my body?
Tell
You-
your
Spirit.
spirit guide behind you. He's got to stop giving it to you.
Oh, tell me about it. I
It's
know.
not me, it's
And
me.
then, sure as ever, we acknowledged that it was Ellie's
And
shoulder,
it's gone.
and boom, it's gone. And I went, thank God for that, because I could not bear that pain. I was literally so uncomfortable. And another time I walk in here in this studio, is going back probably 2 or 3. When did you hurt your knee?
That was like
3 months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
So about 3 months ago, and I got out. I got into the car fine. I got out of the car crippled, and I said, what is going on? I could hardly walk. My backpack was on my back, and I'm going, oh my God, I can't get up the stairs here. Something's wrong with my knee. I've hurt it. I don't know what I've done. I feel like it's broken. And Ellie goes, is that your left knee? And I go, yeah. And she goes, oh, I think that's me. And I said, why? She goes, because I dislocated my knee. I went, oh, and then the pain went. I went, thank God for that.
Guilty as charged.
100%. And I just saw 11:11. So it was really bizarre because I just saw 11:11 on that clock up there. It actually was 11.11. How bizarre is that? And now look, it's 2016. It's just so. There you go. Look, Ellie. There it is there. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
What would it be doing that for?
Because it's the date.
Huh?
The date.
Oh, the date, of course, duh. Yeah, wow, that's cool. It just flashed at me, and I'm thinking, oh wow. But today we did. It was Remembrance Day. At least we forget for the 11:11 the people that actually fought for the country, etc. And I put out a post there on 11:11 to wish everybody a beautiful day, a beautiful future, everything, and sending lots of love everywhere. And I believe that there's not enough love in this world. That's why I never like anything. I always try to ensure that I love everything. But over to you there, Miss Ellie. I haven't even started the show and all the readings, and I've got a validation here from Kylie Patterson.
Yep. So Kylie Patterson said, "Thank you, Leslie and Ellie. Leslie, after our personal reading, Spirit showed you something with my liver or kidneys. I got an ultrasound of my liver, gallbladder, spleen, and kidneys. My results today have shown a 6mm spot on my left kidney that needs further investigation."
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
Wow. Yes. Wow. Kylie, send me a private message to Messenger, and I'll send you some information because about the kidney, because I've been doing a lot of research on that, lovey. Every 5 seconds of my life, I'm doing either research on property or law or health. Well, there's my 3 main topics, and then I work full time, so I'm always just studying something. It's amazing, and I never sit still. I never not keep busy, and that's what I do in the background. What's up, Ellie? You're hearing something? Are you hearing spirit, Ellie?
No, I'm hearing music.
You're hearing music. Oh yeah, it's out there. We need to close that door. Yeah, that's the radio outside. Well, that's weird. Then we're on air, so how can we be hearing music? That's not right.
No, it's from next door.
Oh, next door. Okay, right. Thank God. Well, I thought because the on air sign is flashing, we're on air. But then if we hear music, we're thinking, well, hang on a second. How can we be on air and hearing music at the same time? Doesn't make sense to us. But come over to the main page, guys. Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, the Alive 90.5 FM or Facebook page, as well as Omni Studio and iHeartRadio. I'm an international psychic medium. I don't use any cards. This is my desk. There you go. That's my desk. I don't use any cards. I don't need to use cards. I just use direct messages from Spirit. And that's how I've always operated. If I probably use cards, I would probably do myself no good because I'd have no clue how to use them. I tried it years ago, but I thought, no, that's not for me. Michelle Coburn, she says, I might laugh because I have ticklish feet, love. Okay, well, fair enough. I don't know who she's talking to there, but you definitely have a wonderful gift, Leslie. Thank you, Summer. Yes, I love sharing the gift around the world. I believe that if you've got something to share, you should share. And if you're blessed with something, you should share. And it doesn't always have to cost $1 million, to pay you for something that you've received for free. So, yes, Kayleen Thomas, will my son and his partner have a baby using IVF? Thanks. Yes, lovey, 100%. And I do see baby in the arms. I see two of them holding it, baby in the arms together, if they already don't have a photo like that from another little one hanging around. Okay, I do see that 100%. And it's going to be beautiful too. It looks like a little boy. And looks like a boy. I just saw boy first and I saw girl. So it looks like this is going to be a combo later. Boy and girl, definitely later. And it's time for change around you too, Kayleen. So look forward to that, which is going to be this. I'm telling you now. And I'm looking around February into March next year. It's going to be nice and pleasant. Good news. Okay, good news. So I'm not going to go spoil anything here. So I'll just leave it there. Yes, she does. Summer Dawson, my Miss Ellie, she always has, and she's going to come on board now. Go.
Dust pollen cats.
Yeah, you're exactly like me. I had the test where they stamp your arm and then they do the prick test on your arm and they put all the pollen on, or they put all those little oils on to make you allergic.
I need to go back and do
Yes, and I tell you what, I had my whole arm was inflamed from dust and pollen, not pollen, dust mites and whatever else. So I'm definitely allergic to that as well. You and me alike, Ellie. Who else do we have here? So good evening to Anne Ivar, Claire Dodson, Natalie Sherwin, and it's the 11th of, yes, of course. The last 4 digits of my phone number is 1111. Beautiful. That's even awesome. My last 4 digits of my phone number is my daughter's year of birth. That's how long I've had my mobile. Because when she was little, I didn't want her to forget the mobile number, so I put it as her year of birth. How cool was that? And I actually got the phone number, that number, which was pretty cool. So who else have we got here? Claire Dodson, good evening. Dan Mustang, good evening. Yes, I did a reading for you last night, Dan. So you have to go back last night and listen, because I do remember, because I remember the Mustang name. So if you didn't hear it last night, it means you jumped off way too early. Sometimes the feed goes very fast for me and I'm a little bit behind when I'm doing the readings because I take my time with my readings. But sometimes the feed goes a little bit, like I said, too fast and I miss your question. So repost your question again for me, please. So who else have we got here? Summer Dawson, I would love a message from my grandma or grandpa, please. Let's go, Spirit. And I do get the anxiety from you as well there, Lovey. So start looking at around the health as well, please. I'm also getting 17 around you, 8 in the month of August. I'm also got number 4, so April. April's significant month. This year coming, it's going to be 2025. And looks like very busy in April. Lots of stuff going on. It's like a little bit of a roller coaster at the start, 1 to 2 weeks, and then all full steam ahead. 3 to 4 weeks later, just full we're going off full on, just really, really, really busy. So get ready for April, lovey. You're going to need rest over the Christmas break. And this has all been like this year. It's like you can't wait till this year's over. And I'm hearing that from you. I feel like this is from your grandpa. Grandpa was like a softie, a cutie. And I also feel like this man had his heart on his sleeve as well. Very black and white, matter of fact. He didn't like to use the pen much, but I feel like grandma was more like the writer, okay? Writer or writing something down all the time. It's like they never forgot things. They never, and looks like, did you used to receive the like the open card, like cards to you, but love Nana, love Poppy, or love Nonna, love Papa, something like that. Because I just see the card all the time. It was never missed a beat of a card. Or what's the sentiment around a card, like opening up the card and it's got really beautiful calligraphy. Running writing was beautiful. I know that sounds quite general, but it's unusual. So do you still have that? Do you still have the memorabilia from that? Because they're showing me the card, or something about a card, like something, or book, or some notepad, something opening up. Have you actually, did you find something in the property, or was you given something that was open, that could open up, like it looks like, you know, when you flick the pages over? Do you know what I mean? Like you're flicking pages over. I don't know why I'm seeing that. I'm just saying what I get. It looked like at first a card, but this now it looks more like a little book, like a little handbook, a little notebook, a little tiny one. And it's got all stuff written in there. It's like their little black book. It's got all little things written in there, and it's beautiful writing. It's like your grandmother's just beautiful writing. But grandpa did not even go there. I feel like your grandpa was more hands-on. It's like he used to sit there and just rub his hands like this and just sit there and just rub his hands. That's what I'm seeing him do all the time, just constantly rubbing his hands. He's also giving me the number 18 around you, 9 in September. Was he or who was the Virgo? I just heard Virgo, September Virgo. That's usually around September is the Virgos. But that's what I'm hearing, Virgo. I don't know why. I'm just going to say what I get. I'm also getting the number 9. Yeah, so definitely 9. So 18, 9 or September. Definitely something around birthdays, anniversaries, memorials, something around 9 or September. They're also giving me pain in my left hand. So this is around this part here. So top part of the knuckle into like if either they've crushed it or they've hit it or they've had something, or did you just recently hurt it because they felt it too? Even when I press there, I feel like just in the palm here, I feel like I've got either a fracture or a broken hand, or I've had a sprain, something like that, because my hand is quite sore to open and close. That's the left hand. Did you get hit, or did somebody crush it? Did somebody hit it or something? Because their pain's gone now. So there's definitely something not right with the hand. And this is not you. It's going to be around where you posted that question here. But I feel like if this is not you, it's definitely going to be coming up if you haven't already heard it. So be careful. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay. Send your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, please. We're live across the world. I do this for sharing my gift with people. We've got Amanda Cruz. Hi, Lesley. Any advice on my daughter's relationship with me and how can I make it better? Tomorrow is so special to us. Oh, dear. Now, it's hard, so like it's really bizarre how you're posting that, because I have had quite a few readings recently with mothers and daughters having issues, and it hasn't been pleasant for everybody. I don't feel like this is going to ride the roller coaster too much longer, but I feel like there's it's like you have to stand your ground too, otherwise she's going to railroad you. Unless that's somebody else in the family still doing that. But I just see like the roller coaster here, and it's all emotions. And if you don't play into that, look, I'm not a counselor, and I recommend you go see a counselor if this is really traumatizing you. But sometimes when we play into the game of what they're doing and the paying attention to their dramas and whatever else, all that negative attention, they're going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And I heard one thing, and this is advice that I got from many years ago with there was it was called the Infant Education Academy, and they were teaching the parents how to deal with kids that done tantrums and virtually did like a big tantrum in shopping centers and whatever else, and parents were asking the president of that little school to help out and to advise them. And she turned around, she said, well, when you have a child that is, or somebody that, even adults sometimes, when you have people that are just craving for your attention and they don't know how to get it, but they run into the cycle of negative attention. She said, all you have to do is a couple of things. And we're all like going, yeah, like what's that? And she said, you just wink at them when they're doing something good and stick a thumbs up. She said, you don't say anything to them. And then she said, you also can just pay attention, which is obvious, pay attention to all the good things that they're doing. So if you give them a silent wink or a thumbs up and just, give them, just like, pull a face at them or do something funny, because what's happening is all the time, and this is my opinion now, is that a lot of people think that their children, even if they're an adult, even if they're from anywhere from 13 to 24, let's put that category in there. They think that their children are fully blown adults, and they're not, because their brain doesn't catch up to their body, because their body looks like an adult. Their body looks very mature, but their brain can't catch up until they're 23, 24, depends on the person. So we've got to remember that sometimes they cannot cope with stuff that we tell them. They cannot cope with things that are going on around them. So they need to adjust. So all this time we're thinking that they can cope with these things, but they can't. We just need them to adjust slowly to what's going on in their environment or how they cope with things. And we also need to make them resilient. So we can't always just butter them up, put them into cotton wool, because when they go into workforces or when they go into the real world, they're going to get smashed by the bullies out there and all the people that are that don't have a bone in their body that can, or empathy, and they get smashed out there, and that's what hurts them the most. And then they come crumbling down, and then you've got to pick up the pieces again. So we need to make them a bit more resilient. We need to make them, accountable for their actions. And if they're being, like, I had a reading the other day. Would have been a couple of weeks ago now, and I had one parent. She was worried about her child. The child has been causing trouble. She'd come over and cause trouble, then go back to other family members and come back, and it was back and forth. And I said, well, what are you doing? You can't keep playing into this, because she's going to continue doing it. You've just got to stop. And this is the other thing that the president said of that childcare centre. She said, tell them to stop. I don't like what you're saying. When you're finished doing what you're doing, I'm going to be over here in the kitchen, and I'll be ready to talk to you when you've matured, or when you've come to fruition, when you stop behaving like that. And you just stop them in their tracks, and they won't like it at the start, but then they're going to go, oh wow, Mum's not playing into my game anymore. So they have to try and find something else, which they won't, because you won't be tolerating it. And I mean, that's just a little bit of experience and advice. I can't give you everything, but I just feel that sometimes, we need to pull back the reins. And if we don't pull back the reins, sometimes our family members can overrun us and run us over. And I'm not a counselor, like I said, but from experience and from seeing what I've seen with other people's and families, and, and sometimes the parents are just too, I'm not saying just you, sometimes the parents are too serious as well. They never have a laugh with their child. They never, tap them on the back and say, well done, I love what you did the other day. That's amazing, blah, blah, blah. They never give them that reassurance or that motivation or that push. They're always worried about what they're going to do next as wrong. And you're feeding this negative attention. So look at it from both perspectives, So I don't know the whole situation, but if I had more time, I'd be able to dig into that. But you've got to look at all the situations, because otherwise we're just looking from one side of the fence. And I'll leave that there. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Look, 11. Of course.
Is an Australian owned and operated funeral home providing dedicated, dignified, versatile and professional funeral services, assisting community.
It's hard being a
members in
parent
their time of
sometimes.
grief and loss, regardless of ethnicity and religion. Our commitment and compassion is dedicated to setting the highest standard in funeral professionalism and supporting families through what is the most difficult time of their lives.
See another one.
Smithfield and Miranda, servicing all Sydney areas.
Sometimes we've got to pull back, guys, and look after our own health first. We support our kids. We make sure they're okay. We guide them. We do as much as we can for them. But sometimes we've got to look after ourselves first too.
Dr. Jack and the team at Infinity Dental Care can restore a rock-solid smile using an oral procedure called Digital Full Arch Solution.
If I've missed your question, then please post it again, guys.
With a healthy smile, you'll be proud to show off. For a radiant smile designed to last your lifetime, schedule a consultation today at
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Summer Dawson.
If you enjoyed the service of life,
oh, wow. I'm just freaking out with what she's written. That's cool, eh, Ellie? You'll hear about it in a minute.
Link to download a membership application. Become a voice of the community with Alive 90.5.
Are you seeking optimal gut health? Look no further. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health is your trusted partner with locations in Castle Hill, Bella Vista, Bowral, Gregory Hills and Ulladulla. Our expert team of highly trained gastroenterologists and dietitians focuses on uncovering the root causes of gastrointestinal issues through a personalised and holistic approach to healthcare. So call 1300 580 239 today. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health, where your gut health is our priority. Station sponsor.
Need more time to focus on your small business?
What does Wendy Merce Martin mean? Don't pamper tragic victims in family. Their PlayStation goes off. What's that mean? What's that mean, Wendy? Look, Leslie, what's this here?
Dedicate your time to growing your business. From managing your online presence to streamlining your operations. Trust us to make it happen. Visit Aurelian-Group.com today and discover the true potential of your business. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We are live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, the Alive 90.5 FM Facebook page as well. So come over, post your question up, and I will answer it on the live feed here. Back over to you there, Ellie.
Yep, so there's a validation from Summer Dawson. She said, well, like I said, you definitely have a gift. I have kept all of my birthday and Christmas cards since I was little. I've got one from my 3rd birthday. My grandmother and grandfather would always give me a card, but my grandmother would always be the one to do the writing. Grandpa never wrote anything that I know of. The Virgo is my son, I think. His birthday is in September. My left hand has been hurting lately. I wake up in the mornings and feel pain. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's cool. Thank you. That's really cool. I love it when spirit gets it right. So how would I know that? And those now it makes sense with all the cards opening, because I look like they're all concertinaed together. It looked like a book at the start, but now it's all concertinaed together. How cool is that? So I'm just blocking someone here because it's a troll on my page. There we go. All done. Thank you. There we go. The things I have to put up with, honestly, and I know exactly who it is. Oops, now I've just kicked myself out. Cha-cha-cha, where is that? All right, I got it now. There we go. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I've just had to block somebody here. Every now and then I'll get a jealous troll that comes on my page, and just because they can't read that, they need to come and try and ruin my shows, but it doesn't get me down. So it just makes me laugh because everyone will go to town on them. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, Anne Ivor. Lesley, could you please ask Spirit love or travel in Europe for me next year? Yes, I do feel like travel next year is definitely coming up, and I feel like this should be in October. So October, Anne. I'm just getting October for travel. It's going to be really nice then. I feel like that time overseas is going to be a lot more pleasant for you. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. So what have we got here? We've got, I've got an itchy ear. I don't know why. Karen Mess. Hi, GH. What's GH mean? Ellie? I don't know. G in brackets. Everyone here is a congratulation from universe just for being who we are. Big thank you to the facilitators. That means including you, Ellie, and Lesley. Much love. Oh, thank you, Karen. That's beautiful. I'm not sure what the GH means, but that's beautiful. Thank you. Amanda Cruz. Oh, she said that was spot on. Did you read that? You read that out?
I haven't read that out.
Oh, she said that was spot on with my daughter. May I ask about my relationship with my mother too, please? Same situation, lovey. Same. It's exactly the same. The more you tell your mum, the more she's going to feed off that too, Amanda. So you need to pull back the reins, lovey. Okay, you need to pull back. 100%. Sometimes, like our parents, when we're older and you've got elderly parents, they start to worry. So you want them to live a happy longevity life and to be quite, what's it called? Like you want them to be in harmony with their the long days of the rest of their life. So I don't even know how to explain this. So you don't want to tell them everything because they start to worry about you. Then they get unwell from even just worrying about you. So Natalie Carl said, laughing out loud, we all get those spam texts or calls. Yes, when I go live here, I have to block out 10 countries. Because the countries are where all the trolls are, and I have to protect my people that follow me on my page and everything, so that they don't come along and try and rip you guys off. Because they will. Like one of us, Glennis Lacey, she had her Facebook page and her Instagram. Everything was hacked last week, so she's on my shows every single week. And for some reason, she got hacked. So poor thing. And Ellie got hacked. Was it you got hacked, or no? You got shut down.
No, I got shut down.
Naughty girl. You're on my she was doing all the stuff for me and on my platforms, and they no, yeah, we don't like you anymore. Sorry. That's it. Oh, Anne Ivor, she said, Lesley, I went this year in October and the weather was bad, stormy and cold. Any chance I will go earlier? No, I feel like just October. Weather, and I'm seeing next year, not this year, lovey. I did say next year, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Right. Yeah, I got that message. I saw it twice there, love. If you may, can I please Can you please tell me what outcome my marriage has in store? It's been so painfully heartbreaking for months. Oh, lovey. Gosh, okay. I always, one thing with relationship questions is I don't like doing them, and this is why, because it's always, most of the time it's painful, not just for the reader, but for me as well, or for me that's reading. So when you say things like it's been so painfully heartbreaking for months, then that's going to continue for a start. So that's one thing we have to stop. And the painfully heartbreaking for months is because you have all the love. That's why it's so heartbreaking for you. So you're the one with all the love. The other party doesn't have the same amount of like that deep love. When you love deeper than anything. And this is burning like hell on your body. It's like the sword has gone right into the bone. It's cut to the bone here. And that's why it hurts so much, lovey. And I do get the anxiety around. It's like you don't like, you can't even, you're treading on eggshells around the house, and it's like you can't even sleep because you're concerned about it. Is that correct? And I feel like this is, and you've said here for months, but I feel like that the actual, what's the word for it? The actual transfer from love to none or love to some has gone way months before you're saying. That's what I'm getting. And I'm also getting 16 around you, 7 in the month of July as well, 14, 5 in May. So lots of things have been happening in the background here that you're not aware of, and I don't know exactly what's going on. If I had more time, I would probably work it out, but not in a mini reading, lovey. But going from May, I feel like this was going from May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So that's been 6 months. So 6 months there already, and that's what I'm feeling. I feel this has been longer than you really have thought about it. And you've noticed things over like 2 years. So the last 6 months has been as bad as ever. But I feel like the past 2 years, things have just gone from a nice high down to a deep low. Okay. And this is, I don't feel like this is purely your fault. I really don't. I feel like this is the other party's fault. It's like and they're showing me like you're the one with the angel wings on your back. And I hardly ever see that with people with angel wings on their back. I've only seen it with one other lady before, and I had dinner with this lady a long time ago, and all I kept seeing was these beautiful big white wings on this girl's back. She was only young, and she was only about probably 18 or 19. And I could always see those wings of her. She was just a beautiful soul. And that's what I feel with you too, lovey. I feel like the soul is okay. The soul is hurting, but you're never going to remember, like you're never going to forget this. And this is like cutting to the bone. And I'm really sorry to hear that, because your soul is really nice. It's the energy around you. The glow is really, really beautiful. And you want to be looking at things like, your health at the moment, looking at getting some good sleep as well, resting when you can, because you're going to need it. I feel like this is going to be a test of time for you. Both of you can pull through this, but I don't know if the other party's completely 100% going to pull through. There's been words that have been said that have been so hurting that it can't not be remembered. Does that make sense? Because, people have arguments, and then if they have an argument, they usually don't cut to the bone, but this has been cutting to the bone, and this is why it hurts so much. And, it's supposed to be, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, people and counselors and psychologists and whatever else out there, it's supposed to be healthy to have an argument every now and then, because you kind of like that's what I heard years ago. I don't know if it's true. But it's supposed to be healthy to have that and then to make up again. So it's supposed to be normal, okay? But this one here is not as what we want it to be, because it's not resonating. It's not actually coming back to where we started at the start. It was all fun and games at the start and nice and pleasant, but now it's just gone south, and it's like the devil's come out, like the fangs. He's got the fangs. He's got the drool. He's got it's not a pleasant person to be around, the other half. It's like you're dodging bullets, and it's I think it's time for change, lovey. Time for change, time to go. That's what I'm hearing. Just time to go, get out of there. Enough is enough. How much do you want to take? And when things get harder and harder and harder from the spiritual world, they're doing this on purpose to make you realize, to put you in a position where you're going to say, enough is enough, buddy. I'm out of here. And then it's all full steam ahead, because they say that with people, especially females, we've already made up our mind 6 months, 4 months previous before we even move away from the partner. So I hope that's you at the moment, and I'll leave that there. Thank you, and I'm sorry. Okie dokie. Any other validations there, Ellie? No?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, Natalie Carl, getting so many signs lately. How can I decipher? Well, it depends on what the signs are. Really depends on what the signs are. And if you're getting signs, you're probably a medium yourself. I did see the shadows coming on my right side. So you're probably a medium, or you've got that knowing kind of sensory. Okay, that clair, we call them clairs. And I do feel like this is going to be, it's like you're so surprised when you get things. It's like me when I first started all this stuff. It's like I used to go, oh, wow, how does that work? Even get surprised now. And I've been doing it professionally for 467 live shows. So it just makes me wonder, like, how I got to here. And I know how I got to here, but it's just so cool that to actually get the messages from Spirit without using any tools. And I feel like you're the same thing, Natalie. So how do you decipher? Ask them to show you more signs. If you're getting signs and you want more signs, then ask them to show you more signs. They will give you more signs. Just say, for example, you can give them like training as well. You can tell them, okay, I want you to show me 3 signs by the next 10 to 14 days. I want you to show me that if, for example, if I'm to move to Tamworth, another location here in Australia, if I'm to move to Tamworth, give me 3 signs that's a yes, that will be a yes to move to Tamworth. So, and you've got 2 weeks to do it, Spirit. You've got 2 weeks to the angels. You've got 2 weeks to your spirit guide and the universe and whoever else that's out there in that ether world. Tell me in 2 weeks, yes, 3 answers, yes, that I should go to Tamworth. So the next couple of days, you let it go. So you ask and you believe and you receive. So you let it go, and then sure as ever, a few days later, you'll be driving down the street, or you'll be walking down the street, and then you'll see a truck with Tamworth Transport on the side. That's your first yes. And then you might see on the news a couple of days later, Tamworth Musical Festival is coming up, and blah blah blah. This is going to be an amazing event. All that jazz that the TV put out there about it, and then all of a sudden you'll see something. You'll be walking past the shopping centre or the news agency, and you'll see something in the newspaper on the front, or the front of the newspaper, or someone will talk to you about it. That's your 3 answers. That's your 3 answers. Yes, you should move to Tamworth. Okay, because they will start showing you little faint signs like that, and it's really important you pick it up, because they don't have the energy to show you big signs. They have energy to show you little faint signs. And even for myself, they don't always come through and sit next to me and say, hey, Lesley, I'm just going to write this down, or I want to show you this as a video for 10 minutes. They don't do that. They give me little faint signs. It's like bang here, bang there, flashing numbers to me. I used to get the numbers like the Red Bull with wings out. They used to fly past me, and it'd be flap, 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 flying past. And it'd be like, if it was number 16, it'd be 16, really slow, 16, really slow, 16. And I go, oh, wow, that's a 16. I have to write that down. So I'd write it down, and then I'd add it together. So I go 167 in the month of July. Does that mean anything to you there, Natalie, as well? And also they'd say, and then I'd start to get the flashes of the numbers. It'd be 16, 16, 16. It'd be like a bullseye at me, like a target. So I have to be really quick. That's why sometimes in my readings I'm really fast when I talk, because I get the messages so quick, and then I have to keep up with Spirit. Otherwise I miss everything. And I could probably slow down and tell him to slow down, but I don't want him to, because then I will miss more stuff. So it's really quite cool how he does that. But I feel like you've got the knowing, Natalie. So keep following that and deciphering how you want it to decipher. So ask him to show you what it means. It's like, I went to the beach a few months ago. This is probably about 6 or 7 months ago now. And I said to my friend in the car, I said, we're going to hear a song about flowers. Because I said, lately, every time I get in the car, or if I'm feeling like a spirit's not around, or I want spirit around, I'll always hear a song on the radio, and it doesn't matter who sings it, it'll always have the word flowers in it. And sure as ever, we get halfway there and we get 2 songs in a row with flowers in it. How I worked that one out. And it's because I put it out there and I asked Spirit to show me. It's pretty cool. So do stuff like that. Ask them to show you a song that resonates with a past loved one, and just talk to them. They're always there. They always listen to you. And people think that you don't, you can't talk to them again. But I'm telling you, if I can talk to them, you can talk to them. That's how easy it is. But I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay, any other validations, Sarah Lee?
Yes.
Okay, over to you there.
So Hannah Snyder said, lots to confirm. First, it's been 2 years since husband's passed, so we went to sleeping a lot when he was home. Second, I'm definitely on eggshells at home. One night, I couldn't even feel like I could be inside, so I slept on the porch. The burning in my heart and chest happened out of nowhere, as well as I know your spirit is saying something, but I can't figure it out if it's my anxiety or messages. Fourth, he's been gambling money in the stock market and losing, but he makes more money than me, so I'm afraid to lose the home. It's mine. So I've been trying to search for new work. Thank you for the angel wing comment. I strive to be a light worker for others.
There you go.
Never want a soul to feel the pains I felt in life. I try to redirect their mindset to hope. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And the reason why you feel the pain, because if you're a light worker, then that's why you're feeling the pain, Lovey, because it's double. It's like a double whammy. You know, it's like you love so deep because you know that feeling. It's just so deep, and that's why it hurts so much. But it's time to get rid of this bullet that's coming. You know, like him. You're dodging bullets now, so just get rid of it, Lovey. Seriously, get it out of there. Do your stuff. Do your research in the background. Do all your stuff that you need to do. Was she in Australia? Do you know, Ellie? Is Hannah, are you in Australia?
She's from America.
Oh, America. Okay.
I think.
I wasn't sure, because I have someone that might be able to help her. Amanda Cruz said, that was spot on with my daughter. May I ask about my relationship with my mother too? Yeah, we've already done that one. Yeah.
Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind him, I think. When she says I'm a bit behind, it means I'm really behind, because I know Ellie. Tanya Dodson, desperately want to hear from my mum and brother, please. Tanya Doolan. So Tanya, what do we get for you? So mother and brother. Okay. Now, this is going to sound really general, but your mum is just showing me clothesline, lots and lots of clothes, like the old-fashioned clothesline spinning around. Did you used to swing from the clothesline, or was that your brother from the clothesline? Because I don't understand why I'm seeing clothesline. It's so bizarre. And I'm also getting a unit around you as well. So, but I'm seeing this clothesline being swung around, like kids pulling on it or something like that. Was that you and your brother when you were younger? And I'm also getting number 14 around you, 5 in the month of May as well. So lots of things have happened between passing over, and I'm also feeling very unwell in the stomach here. And it's like, I feel like one, I don't know which one it is, but I feel like one of them had this vomiting or something with the esophagus, because I'm getting really bad pains in the just where the rib cage is, right in the center here, just underneath that rib cage, under rib. And this was like extremely painful. And I don't feel like that. I feel like there was a filter up here, and that they didn't show, like, I feel like this one might have been your mum. Did not show how much pain they're in. Was one of them in a wheelchair? I just saw the wheelchair. And I saw like wheelchair, but killing over, like killing over with pain, unless they got wheeled into the hospital in a wheelchair. They weren't in a wheelchair, but they got wheeled in, because I see wheelchair first and then I see wheelchair in the hospital. So I don't know which one's which. They're showing me quite, and I feel like this. They're showing me. I can feel this pain in my body, but I can feel see this this person pushing the wheelchair, but the person is kind of like unconscious with the head down. Okay, so the person's in the wheelchair and their head's slapped slowly onto the side. Like it looks like they're either unconscious or they're just in so much pain they just can't deal with it. So person with the head to side. And if that's not you, lovey, that's going to be around either Karen Mears, Natalie Carl, somewhere around Ann Ivan, somewhere around there. Claire Dodson, somewhere around there. I'm also getting really, really bad pain in the neck and the shoulder, left side as well. Is that you? Shoulder and neck pain. I don't feel like that. I feel like that there's two different paths here, and I know that's a mum and brother, but I do feel like there was two different paths. Was there a communication breakdown somewhere here? With either you and the mum or you and the brother or the brother and the mum. Okay, so comms was definitely down. Because I just feel like that your mum had a lot of anxiety, and this was like a terrifying time for her. It's like she keeps pulling on things like what is it called? You know, like rosary. It looks like rosary beads or something like that. Pulling on, you know, like when you keep playing with them and you keep playing them and you're sitting there playing with them. So who was that was doing that? Like it looks like rosary beads. Or just holding something. It looks like a beaded necklace, but I thought it might have been rosary beads. Rosary. Like a necklace. And did you receive jewelry as well? Just show me the jewelry. I just heard jewelry. What happened with that? Or was it taken? Was it stolen? Or what happened with the jewelry? Did you not get it after all? You were supposed to get it, I heard. I'm just writing this down. Wow. And I'll leave that there. But the message for you, lovey, is to keep doing what you're doing. As much as you feel despair at the moment and things slowly going downwards, it's going to lift up. And this is going to be around February into March for you as well. A lot of people, February to March. Things are a bit chaotic around January next year for some people. People can't get their feet, get traction. And I feel like that's going to be you. But come to February, you're going to go, wow, I've got to stop this. I've got to pull the reins up here and get cracking on it. So, but look forward to that. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, I'll leave that there. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM, and we'll be back in another hour. Oh. For another hour, I meant to say. Whoops. Hannah Snyder, go figure. That's a big validation. That is I'm a bit behind there, Ellie. You read that out about half an hour ago, didn't you?
Passion for delivering a high-quality service. Winnerly Photography is about telling a story.
Nice, big, beautiful validation. Thank you, Hannah.
We offer a personalised, unique experience for the photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits.
I'm very behind. Thank God for the ads, because then I can catch up. Ellie's laughing at me. Oh, there she goes. Tanya dodged. My mum had terrible stomach pain for a long time. Oh, poor lady. I still got it now. The top one. Bless her. Very sensitive lady too there, Tanya. Very sensitive. She doesn't want to bother anybody. God love her. And she used to cry all the time.
Sitting in your kitchen or at your office, listening to your favorite.
Oh, she just said my mum was in a wheelchair at home. I had to move her everywhere in the chair. Her bones were fusing. Oh, poor baby. I'll get Ellie to read them all out. Lots of validations coming through now. That's nice.
Right now, you're here to hear what's coming through your speakers. But have you thought about how you can be here to hear?
Yeah, beautiful, Natalie Carl. Everyone that has a gift should use it.
Ask, are you okay? And let the people you care about know you're here, to really hear them. Because a conversation...
Oh, you've got to get the jewelry,
Learn more at
Tanya. Wow. Got to get that jewelry, lovey. That'll come to you.
Think fast.
Ace.
Check their face. Has their mouth drooped?
A. Arms.
Can they lift both arms?
S. Speech.
Is their speech slurred or confused?
T. Time.
Don't wait. Call 000 now. Think fast. Act fast.
National Stroke Foundation.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We do live readings here. We've got another hour to go. We're here every Monday night from 8 till 10 on a live 90.5 FM, and I'm also in another studio every Sunday night from 8 till 10. And tomorrow night I'm doing an interview with the lovely Jade. She's from the Culture Connection, and she's going to be interviewing me. We'll be going live. I'll be doing some question answers and also some readings on her show. It only goes for an hour, that one, so it'll be nice and sweet. And then we'll be coming back the following Sunday. So come over to the main page if you'd like to have a question read, and I will read it out, and Ellie will read out your validations. But we've got a lot of validations here after what I've just done with Tanya Dodson and a couple of other people. So over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So, two from Natalie Carl. The first one, she said, I get songs very strong, so validating that you brought that up. It's just for me, and I know I have a knowing. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then she also had another one. She said, I feel like you're reading me too. My nan passed massive stomach pain, and my mum had a stroke, and we had to push her around in a wheelchair.
Oh, bless her.
My nan left jewelry to us. It took some going after my uncle threw out most of the belongings away. That's it.
Oh, yeah. Why do they do that? Why do they throw out memorabilia? There's the wheelchair there, but why do they do that? I don't know. Some people just can't have the energy or have the remembrance of the sentimental items around the house, like they just throw everything out. I've seen that 100 times before as well. But over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yeah. So Tanya Doolin said, that's probably my brother. She was talking about something on the clothesline.
Oh, yes, because I was talking about the clothesline. I wrote down the clothesline. I could see them swinging or doing something with the clothesline. I don't know why, but here, I've written it down there. There you go. There's the clothesline, just here.
She said, that's probably my brother, lol. Then she said, my mum had terrible stomach pain for a long time.
Yes, I've still got a bit
She
now.
was in a wheelchair at home. I had to move her everywhere in the chair. Her bones were fusing. Yes, that's me, and my mum had the shoulder pain. My mum had the rosary beads.
There you go. There's the beads.
Jewelry, but my sister and dad don't want me to have it.
Oh, there's the jewelry. Why do they not want you to have it? Just share. Oh my gosh. So this is a message from Spirit there, lovey. If I'm getting everything correct with what I've just said, and I don't even see your face, I just see a name and a question, Tanya Doolin, then you need to take this recorded video and you can go back and show your family and tell them that your mum wants you to have that jewelry, lovey, because if she's bringing it up here on my show, then she's going to be jumping up and down, and I can see her jumping up and down. She's like furious, just doesn't want it to be like that. She's saying to me, share. She said, I never would have wanted that. I never wanted things like that in the living. She says, why would I want things like that in the passing? She's saying, you can hear my tone in my voice change because she's very upset about that. She wants you to have and share. That's what she wants, and I don't understand why they don't want you to. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Any more, Ellie?
Yes. So Karen Mez, she has a validation. She said, I asked a couple months ago if I should take a wheelchair to go to concerts, and I did and things were beautiful. Had hugs and talks from famous people. Got closer with my friend. My friend who drives and pushes the chair has struggles with neck and shoulders. Hospital does not align. I think she means align with them now, but there are certain visions. My neck cracked yesterday without pain, and I have an electric chair for outside, and it does help a lot.
So who was that one?
Karen Mez.
Karen Mez. I can't see any of her.
Right at the bottom of the feed.
Oh, right at the bottom. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, I've just found it now. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, what's she say? I've asked months earlier here if I should take a wheelchair to go to concerts. I've never seen that question. I have never seen that question on here. That's why I wanted to read what she wrote. Am I reading that right?
A couple months ago, she asked about something.
About
She's
something?
just validating it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right. I don't remember. That's why I was just trying to scratching my head, just thinking, wow, what did I say? What did I do? Sometimes I can't remember everything that I've said. When I'm in full flight with spirit, it's just impossible for me to remember what I've said. I have to, that's why I record my shows so that I can come back and watch them later if I have to. If I said something that was out of this world, which most of the time it is out of the world because it is spirit. And just I don't remember everything, and that's the only thing I don't like about me doing what I'm doing, because sometimes I just cannot remember what I've said, and then I don't even know what that meant, because it's and then if you do, that's why it's really important to do the validations, guys, because it gives me something to go by, because I go, wow, if I'm getting all these messages and nobody comes back and says yes you're right or yes you're wrong, doesn't matter either way, we still say it here, but I need to have that full-on yes or no, because then it gives me more messages to get in the right path. Because if I'm getting a message from spirit and I'm deciphering it the wrong way, because just remember, I am the messenger, I'm nothing else but a messenger, and if I'm getting the messages and it's not coming through clear, then I need to step up my game with spirit, or make him do the delivery to me a lot better. And if that's so, yeah, I'll leave that there. Thank you, Auntie Dan. It's beautiful. Good evening. What do we got here? Have we read all the validations? Because I'm just still catching up, Ellie. We've got so Natalie Carl, she just wrote something as well.
So Natalie Carl said, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!
My son is very behavioural, and they always bite." I think
They're always by me.
I believe my son climbs the clothesline.
Yeah, I think your mum's actually the mama bear is actually worried about the clothesline being broken. That's what I'm getting. How funny is that? Like, out of all things, out of the blue.
I remember swinging on the
Oh,
clothesline.
do you? Oh, maybe it's you, or maybe I'm picking up on you again, Ellie. But yeah, it was really weird. Remember when I did that one with I don't know who it was now. I can remember just something weird. Some things that I do remember is like the weird ones where two kids would be in a shopping trolley pushing each other down the street, full speed ahead, like, and then all of a sudden that was that girl with her best friend that passed over. So yes, pretty cool. I believe we are sharing validations with others. Fair enough. That's cool. Helene Russell, it's 5 a.m. here in New York. Please, is there anything for me? Thank you. I think I did a reading for you last night. I remember. Was it her?
No.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I remember your name, Helene, and sometimes I see names so often that I don't know if I've read them or not. It's just, but I'm going to read you now. So New York. Go New York. I've never been to New York. I've been to a lot of places overseas, but not New York. Well, what do we get for you there? I get the number 11 around you, so November, and 2 in February. So definitely the 11, which is like, to show me Twin Towers. I don't know. I just got that straight away, like 11, like the 11, the Twin Towers. That's what they're showing me. And I'm also getting the anxiety for you as well. I feel like this is being a little bit more calmer lately than previous. Does that make sense to you? I'm also getting 14 around you, 5 in the month of May. So different things have occurred in May, and birthdays, anniversaries, memorials around there. But I feel like May was like the turning point. Okay, so this May coming up is going to be completely different. And I'm just getting turning point, whether it's for this May just gone or this May coming up. I feel like it's going to be completely different. They're also showing me here, you here, and it's like the old past life here for you. And then also you're changing and shifting gears when you get to January next year. Lots of good stuff coming up for you, lovey. And I'm looking forward to, I want to hear from you again. They're also giving me pain on my right side here. So definitely, and this, I don't feel like this is appendix. I feel like this is more into the liver area. That's where the jurisdiction of it is. So the liver area, and also this pain is sometimes taking my breath away, because I can feel like I have to take a big breath to actually breathe, because whoever's got this pain is actually holding their breath. That's how strong it is. Okay, so they're holding their breath, and it's getting on top of them. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go with And I feel like this has been going on for some time. Is this a male around you that's had this? Because it looks like it's like they sitting on a lounge, just like a lounge, and they've got a little bit of a belly, and then all of a sudden they'll grab their side and they're like and they're holding their breath to stop the pain, and that's the only way they can stop the pain. But I feel like they're extremely dehydrated. It's like they're not getting enough nutrients, not getting enough liquid water, and the body is just like a dried up prune, like just a dried up prune. And that's an old way of saying things, where when the body's dehydrated. And this has been going on for some time. And this person looks like they fall asleep, or they used to fall asleep on like a recliner or something, and it's to the right side. So there looks like the kitchen to the left. There's a door behind me here, and as you walk in, you see the TV, window to the right, and then the actual recliner or the chair what they sit on by themselves. It's a singular chair, and they sit on there and they watch TV. And it's like they're showing me where they've got the little what would it be? It's like a little side table kind of thing, that like a little stool stand kind of thing that they put their drink on, like their coffee or their tea, or they're showing me the glass of wine. So this person likes to have a drink, having a drink. And I feel like they kind of like substitute alcohol or a drink for food. Does that make sense? So it's substituting food for fun. I don't know. That's what I just heard as well. So I'm going to say that. And I just feel like this person had their heart on their sleeve. Wouldn't hurt a fly, but don't mess with them, because they weren't small either. So people used to be not afraid, but weary of this person. Okay, so they didn't have a harmful bone in their body, but you didn't mess with them, because they'd just be black and white. There was no in between. There was just black and white personality. Just definitely no punches pulled here with this person. But it would help and help people and do things, but they did not want any trouble. They like to be quiet. They were stable but quiet, not loud person, but they like to be like in the background. It's like the spider on the wall. They just like watching from the side. Watched from the side, I'm hearing. Watched from the side. It looks like either I've just got truckie or truck driving or driving or something like that. They could actually drive a lorry, I heard. Lorry or an MC license for heavy vehicle. And it looks like this person did long hours as well. Watch from the side. Long hours. Creature of habit, I'm hearing. And I'll leave that there, but it's like high from the other side. If that's not you there, it's going to be either around Natalie, Carl, Darlena, George, Deborah Ellis, Sarah Christian, Leona Sunday, somewhere around there, because I feel like this might be a couple of different spirits here at the moment. I feel like they're all just sitting like, when you go to watch like a football game or anything like that, and you've got the crowd behind you, and you're at the front seat, you're at the very front seat, you look behind, there's everyone behind. Well, that's how I feel right now. I feel like everyone's just here. It feels quite full in the room. Ellie's looking around going, okay. But we'll leave that there. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. We've got another validation there from Karen Mez, or have you already read that one out?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay.
So Karen Mez said, I asked months earlier whether I should have taken a wheelchair to go to a concert. Oh no.
Well, we've done that one, but she says this validation is also because a few minutes ago you said something about the wheelchair and neck pain, which could be for two others or me. Therefore, I wrote this. By the way, have you seen the explanation of my greeting? Hi, GH. No, I haven't. I didn't see that. Natalie Carl said, no, my son climbs it and it freaks us out. But I believe my loved ones are giving signs, 100%. She's talking about the son climbing on the clothesline, because that's what I saw, and I wrote down the clothesline before. Because I just see this kid either swinging on it or, pegging the dog to it or something, you know what I mean? Like in clothes, that'll be funny. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie. Is there anything else? Okie dokie. We've got not long to go and then we'll be out of here. But Simonetta, good evening. I appreciate a reading. Feeling as though my head is in a cloud. Need guidance. I think she just wrote something up there before. I want to go back a step because I saw something with the name there when I was reading. Hang on, let me go back here. Good evening, lovely ladies. May I have a reading, please? I have been feeling as though my head is in a cloud lately, sort of stalled. Need guidance. Thank you. P.S. Validation. Hubby got great news this week. He's cancer-free. Well done. That's on fire. Well done. That is beautiful. So you shouldn't be up with the fairies right now then, Simonetta. You should be running around and dancing. That's really good news. I'm very happy. Very, very good news. Did any of the stuff that I sent you, did any of that help you? Can you let me know? Because I remember sending you stuff. I don't know if you've used it or not, or it's just happened to be like that. But if you could let me know, then that would be a really good guide. Okay, so let's go. What do we got? I've been feeling as though my head is in a cloud lately. But you've finished. Well, it's time for you now anyway, Simonetta. It's time for you, lovey. It's like the change is coming. Like everything is going to be settling down now. You're coming into winter over there and you're going to be enjoying the relaxing time. But it's going to be, it's going to be busy, but you're going to be relaxing. Are you traveling again or are you going somewhere? Are you going to, I get the feeling you're going to be going. And I also saw a cruise or short cruise. What's that? Who's doing that? Cruise, or someone was on a cruise. I think it was your son that went on a cruise. I'm trying to remember the private reading that we did, but I feel like that either you and your husband are going on a cruise. This is time for celebration for you and your husband, like huge celebration, because the stress that you've been under with your businesses, with your family, with everything around you, you take the load of everything. No wonder you can't think straight lately, and that's perfectly fine. So just enjoy this time of settling down and like just calming down. You know what I mean? So it's actually, it's time. It's about time to think of you now, because you've been worried, frantic and about the wedding and everything like that. And it's time for you, lovey. So settle the mind, go have a beautiful massage, go on a cruise, go and do something that's going to be beautiful for you. Enjoy yourself. Leave it to the vices, I hear. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Oh, okay. Did we do that one from Natalie Carl? That one, I feel like you're reading me too. My nan passed with massive stomach pain. Yeah.
Yes, because he's gone backwards.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. If you'd like to have a free media reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, the Alive 90.5 FM radio station, and also iHeartRadio and Omni Studios. So we do this live every week from 8 till 10 on a Sunday night and 8 till 10 on a Monday night as well. And then tomorrow night I'm doing a interview with Jade from the Culture Connection, and that will be from 7 to 8. We'll be streaming live with that one as well. So enjoy that evening, because it's going to be some questions to me, and if I can answer them, I will answer them, and we'll be doing some readings as well. So she's an amazing lady over there. So let's keep going. Post up your questions. I love to know who I'm helping around the world. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. We have a lot of validations on this show, and that's what we love here. And if you have a validation, just type it in capitals. Bless you. Type it in capitals and type it in capitals. You're going to do it again. and Ellie will pick it up and put it all in one hit, and then Ellie will pick it up and then she will read it out here on the live show. But this is our 467th live show, which is pretty cool. And I've got Lisa D, Grand Rising, beautiful lady. I keep getting sharp pains in my head. I have had MRIs and nothing shows. Is this spirit, please? Oh, good question. So for me, when I first started this, I used to get the most horrendous headaches. It was mainly on the right side of my head, Lisa. And I used to like drive to go and do courses and stuff like that. And I walked into one of the workshops when I was learning this stuff many years ago, and I said, oh my God, every time I got to come to this workshop, I get the headache from the morning to the night. I can't see. My eyes are killing me. I can't look at the light. I'm just, horrendous headache, and I couldn't shake it. I'd have a Panadol, and I don't take anything. I'd have a Panadol in the morning, the afternoon, the night before I went there, and I'd still have a headache driving there. It was incredible. And then sure as ever, I'd get there and they'd stop. And I thought, this is really weird. And I mentioned it once. And then one of the people there turned around and said to me, Lesley, you've got all the spirits. So they're coming in on the right side because I get all my messages on the right side. And sure as ever, he said, you've got to acknowledge spirit and you've got to tell them to back off, get out of your head, stop, because they are all coming in at once. It's like the whole football team coming through the front door. There's 20 of them and they can't fit all at the same time. So that's what they're doing to you. They're smashing your head and you're getting all these spirit messages, and you don't really can cope with that because you're not experienced yet. And I went, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. So I started acknowledging spirit, telling it to go away, and then coming back when I was ready. So now before my shows, I don't do any meditation. I don't have any crystal balls or anything like that. I don't do anything because I don't have time. So I just come in here and I always say to spirit, we're going to be on at 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. I want you to give me every single message that you could possibly give me as a smorgasbord on my right hand side, because that's the subconscious mind side where I get all the messages from. And I want you to give me everything so that I can just choose what I can say on the live show here. And sure as ever, that's what I get. And then when we finish at 10, we are virtually sprinting out of here, aren't we, Ellie? Well, I know Ellie's like hanging there waiting for me. She's always ready to go before I'm ready to go. So, but we are always out of here as fast as we can, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But come over to the main page, guys. Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're live here. We don't do recorded shows. We have recordings posted up on my page later, which is from the main show here, and I don't delete any of my shows. So if you need to go back and re-watch your reading, you just got to write down the date and the show number and the day that it happened, and then you can always go back and watch it in the video section of my Facebook page. So I think I just saw a pop-up there of a validation there, Miss Ellie. Over to you.
I've got 4.
Oh, you got 4. Okay. Well, I don't know how you're getting them all, and I only just saw one. This is really bizarre, this live feed. Sometimes it just doesn't work for me. Anyway.
So Tanya Doolan said, Dear Lesley and Ellie, thank you so much for my first reading. I'm so grateful for your advice on everything you said tonight. Everything you said is spot on. I'm sad my mum's sad about my father and sister not giving me her jewelry. I appreciate your time and your gift. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Femme for life now.
I love it. Well, she needs to stay on the show with the rest of the family because there's a lot of cousins and sisters and brothers on here, that's for sure.
So Simonetta said, yes, followed my husband. I think she said, yes, my husband followed some of the advice. He said,
oh, good.
Yes, we're going in January on a cruise.
Oh, there you go.
So
wow, that's going to be amazing. Look at that. I just said that. I didn't know that. That is so cool. There you go. There's the cruise. There you go.
Then Helene Russell said, it is my husband. He lost his beard. That's him on the couch.
Oh.
And yes, he does have pain on the right side.
Oh.
He's a diabetic.
There you go.
Have a great night and wonderful day.
Yes, so this is so Helene, we need to get this husband sorted out with his diabetes 100%. That's what the big belly was. Now it makes sense to me, because normally when we used to teach this stuff, we used to call it a diabetic belly, even if they had skinny legs, which I see him as like thin legs, and they would have the big belly, like the hardened belly, and usually that's the diabetes. So it's really, worthwhile getting that looked at, Lovey, because it's going to cause him a lot of issues later. And he's not looking after himself. He's too complacent. So you got another one?
Yes.
Yeah, see, you're seeing all this stuff and I can't see anything. Am I even on the right page?
I can check for you if you want.
Well,
Yeah, you are. You're seeing.
Am
you
I?
are.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think so.
All right. Okay. Well, if you think so.
So Lisa D said, yes, it's on the right. It's weird. I feel like everything is getting dark around me, like a tunnel vision sometimes, if that makes sense.
Wow.
I think you're on the
There you
right page.
go. Yeah, look, I just got them now. Look, because I went out of the page and I
you're
had to
on the
come back in. This Facebook, sometimes I tell you what, I don't know. I can't keep up with it. I can't work under these conditions, Ellie. It's impossible. So thank you, Helen Russell and Lisa D. Thank you for the validations. And then we've got Karen Mesh. She says, explanation, the hi means a greeting instead of hello. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. Greetings, including blessings and giving acknowledgement, the person and soul spirit towards the person I greet, wishing good things over them and thanking their being, a message from the universe in one word. That's beautiful. Thank you. Using the word I made up myself. That's beautiful. Very, very spiritual there. I love it. Thank you, Karen. I actually thought of myself, Ellie hasn't sneezed yet, because I always say when I come in, I feel connected to the sneezers, but then she sneezed.
You're manifesting them, Natalie.
You're very cute, Ellie. Oh, that's funny. Deborah Ellis, hey, lovelies, please hours I have a reading in particular about my love life, please and thank you, Deborah. Yes, love life. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't like doing relationship ones. I always see the other sides and this and that, and I try and bring them up, but sometimes I just can't. But do you have also, before I start this part, do you have also right side of neck into shoulder? Do you have issues there? I don't think this is Ellie tonight, but I feel like Ellie was left side last night and I couldn't put my arm, I couldn't do anything with myself. Are you still got it on you got it on the other side too now, have you?
Mine was all across in the middle of my
Yeah,
back.
no, this was definitely left side last night. But this one here, just right side tonight. Right side shoulder issues. And it's just like when you put your arm up and it cracks and carries on. So who's that around you if that's not you? Cracking or issues with the shoulder. And there's not enough strength there. There's purely hardly any muscle around it. And I'm not talking about the fat layers there or anything like that or the bones. I'm talking about muscle to hold the shoulders together. Every shoulder in this world requires, and it's mandatory that they have strength. If they don't have strength, they become very, very unstable and they get bursts and everything else. But I feel like this is going to be like issues or frozen shoulder. And they're showing me a client that I used to have many, many years ago. She had two frozen shoulders. It was horrendous. She couldn't even get to do her hair. She was pretty much like this. She was up and down like this. She couldn't even get to do her hair because she couldn't lift her arms up at all. It was terrible. And we got her moving though. Definitely I got her moving. But I do feel like that this relationship thing that's going on around you, I do feel like that things are going to settle. And where was a question? Who was I reading? Okay. But my love life, yes. I do feel like things are going to settle. It has to settle. It's like we can't stay in this hole or this pit, this mud pit forever. Okay, so things are definitely going to be shifting. And this is going to be, I just got December, but December into January. Okay, so look for, are you also looking at property here? Property, or you're scared, or what's with property? And I'm also getting anxiety for you too. Lots of people with anxiety here, always on my shows. I always feel the anxiety here. I never have anxiety myself, but I'm feeling like the anxiety is quite high here. And we need like the zincs, the iodine, the magnesium, all that stuff, like all that good trace minerals. And I'm also feeling like I can't even think straight here. So this is your mind. It's like you can't even stitch two words together sometimes because you're so worried about things. Putting it together. And do you get headaches as well? Because I just got this huge headache on my left side. Headaches and pain. And I feel like, so now this is going to sound really left field, and I'm hoping this is not true. I'm hoping this is not you. But I do feel like that someone's actually either not quite punched you or slapped you, or someone's hit someone, a female, in the face, like a slap, like a big slap. And this is a male slap. Okay, so pain, and I feel like slapped face. Because I'm hoping this is not you, Deborah, because I feel like that this is someone on this feed here, and I see hand to the throat, like the male pushing the hand to the throat. Hand to the throat. There's violence here, or domestic violence. And I'm hoping that this is not you. But I'm going to leave that there. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. We'll be back shortly.
Alive 90.5.
Oh,
Does your smile embarrass you? If you have
I'd like to find out that one.
teeth or loose-fitting dentures, better call Dr. Jack. Dr. Jack and the team at Infinity Dental Care restore a rock-solid smile using an oral procedure called Digital Full Arch Solution. We remove broken teeth, replacing them with a healthy smile you'll be proud to show off. For a radiant smile designed to last your lifetime, schedule a consultation today at infinitydentalcare.com.au. Station sponsor. Welcome to SunPlus, where finance is made easy for you. We're a team of local experts dedicated and passionate about helping homeowners, aspiring investors, and first home buyers on their ventures. With vast experience and a commitment to service, we ensure a stress-free process so you don't feel nervous. Don't delay your financial decisions and visit our website, sunplus.com.au today. SunPlus is here to assist in every way. Your journey to financial clarity starts with SunPlus. Station sponsor. Need more time to focus on your small business? Aurelian Group handle your business applications. With our expertise, you can free up your schedule to serve more customers and do what you love. Let us take care of all your software, technology, and IT needs while you dedicate your time to growing your business. From managing your online presence to streamlining your operations, trust us to make it happen. Visit Aurelian-group.com today and discover the true potential of your business. Station sponsor.
Are you considering selling your property hassle-free? Property Services Agency is here for you. Their unbeatable sales commission starts from just 1%. Enjoy the perks of a free video, photos, a floor plan, signage, plus your property listed on major sites for free for any sales listings. For stress-free property management, they've got you covered. They offer free photos and listings on major sites as your property deserves the best. Be trouble-free and contact them today.
How long have I got, Ellie?
Station sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install, and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate, and vinyl.
She said she put a new photo in there. I'm just trying to find. Karen Mez, did you put a photo? Where did you put the photo, lovey? Cha-cha-cha. Where is it? It's not in this one. I don't know what. Oops, hang on a second. Oh, did she send a photo to me? Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. If you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to that main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, on the Facebook feed here, and I will read out your question and answer it over the airways here. So welcome back to the show, guys. We're here every Monday night from 8 till 10 on Alive 90.5 FM, and also every Sunday night from 8 till 10. But somebody just sent me a message in the live feed. Karen Mez, what does she mean there, Ellie? She's sent, she says, I'm the woman in the picture. Which, is she talking? Oh, let me see if I can see it. I don't know if I can see it. Have you got it on your phone there, Ellie? Or? Yeah, if you just show me, I can't jump out of this live feed because I'm on my iPad, so it's a bit impossible. Thanks, Ellie.
She means,
What is she saying?
I think she means her profile photo.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh. Oh, okay, right. Did she want me to show it on the thing?
No idea.
No, right, we'll leave it. We won't show it on the live. She says, very much curious. What if you see, get for me? Put a new photo. I'm the woman in the picture. So what do I get for you? I feel like that was really quite spiritual, what I just felt with you, Karen. Like really deep, really really beautiful spirit around you, like really good, beautiful energy. And your heart is on your sleeve as well, lovey. And do you sense things as well? Because I just saw the shadows. Do you also get, I'm getting a lot of messages here, heart on sleeve. I'm just trying to write this down, Spirit. Hang on a second. Oh, gosh. Do you also get itchiness on the back of your neck or around the back part of your head? Because I feel like someone's playing with my hair or pulling my hair. So do you get itchy head or itchy hair, or feels like someone's just like kind of like a child's pulling your hair? I'm also feeling like is that some form of what is it like? To me, it reminded me of you standing there holding the hands of Jesus, if that makes sense. Holding hands. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validation? And I've got itchy nose because I'm just about to sneeze. But over to you, Ellie.
Bless you in advance.
Yeah, I'm not going to take away that sneezing from you, though.
So Deborah Ellis said, I have got right neck pain, which always feels stiff and painful. I'm not sure about the violence which you mentioned, as I have not experienced that. So I hope it's not
good. Yeah,
to
I'm hoping it wasn't her. I don't think this is going to come to you. I feel like this was around the other people that I said earlier. Definitely saw the hand to the throat. Definitely saw that. Sometimes people don't want to admit that because it's live here and it's very sensitive information. Simonetta, thank you. Bless you all. Thank you. So what else do we have here? Okay, so we're catching up with the feed here, Ellie, which is nice. Oh, she sneezed twice now. Hi, Lesley. How are you? May I ask you in spirit how my health is looking at the moment, please? Now, let's sort out this health thing, Tanya. With health, we can help it ourselves. It's like putting sand into a car. You can always put sand into a car, but will it run? I don't think so. So we need to shift gears and change diets and things like that and go for the healthier, non-GMO options. So a lot of stuff out there, a lot of fruit and vegetables is all GMO, and it's not good for us. So we need to get off that. You notice that a lot of the veggies and the fruits and stuff don't have any, seeds in them anymore. Like what's that? That's a GMO, genetically modified object. So we need to get away from that stuff. We need to also have, essential nutrients, which is your Celtic salt, your iodine, your magnesium, your zinc, all that stuff, lovey. If there's a specific health issue with someone, they need to start looking at the diet, because you don't get a disease overnight. A disease comes after long term of neglect or long term of issues that you have not looked after your body with. It's like I said this on, I think it was last night's show. You've got nothing if you don't have your health for a start. But life is not a rehearsal; it's the real thing. And I remember I got that from this elderly lady that years ago I had my car in for service, and she had her car in for service, and she was just in front of me paying for the car, and they said, "Oh, we need to keep it overnight because it's got to have this part. We couldn't get it, blah blah blah." And she goes, "Oh, really?" And she goes, "I really need it. I've got to get to the hospital." And I said, "Look, I can drive you to the hospital." "Which hospital?" So I drove her to the hospital, and I had bucket seats in my car, and I had to end up like pushing her out of the car to get her out. It was quite funny. And we were laughing. And she said to me, "Lesley," she said, "thank you for giving me a lift. It was really very kind of you." She said, I'll leave you now, but I'll leave you with this quote. And I said, "What's that?" She said, "Life is not a rehearsal. It's the real thing." And as we were driving there, she was telling me that she's going to the hospital to have brain surgery. the next day, and that's why she desperately needed her car. She wanted to get there. She wanted to get it all sorted out so that she didn't have to worry about it. But she had to take herself to hospital. It was pretty full on for me, and I was only probably, I don't know, maybe 24, 25 years of age, something like that. I just felt so sorry for her. So yes, but we'll leave that there. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie?
No.
Okie dokie. So we've got here, I've done that question. I've done quite a few questions. So post up your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've got here, we did the validations from Helene and Lisa D. And I'm still catching up here, Miss Ellie. Karen Mez, we've done her. We've got Deborah Ellis. Did I do her? Yes, I've just done her. And Sarah Christian, I have asked a question. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, I just saw that now. What did you ask, Sarah? Just tell me what you asked, lovey. Sometimes the feed goes so fast that I can't even keep up with it, and I get behind because I'm doing the readings. She says, hi, I asked a question. That's the second one I just saw. I just found I'm going backwards now, and that's as far as I can go back. I can't go back any further. So I don't know what the question was. So Sarah, can you please post it up again? That would be really cool. We're going to be leaving here shortly, but tomorrow night I'm on air again from 7 till 8, and that will be with the Culture Connection lady, Jade. We are doing an interview, and we'll be doing some readings in the meantime. But I think my feed, there's definitely something not right with this feed. I'm just going to go back in here again, because this is not showing me anything else other than, we've already had like 265 comments in here. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, here we go. Now I've got some questions. All right. Sometimes it just gets frozen. I changed my profile picture, Karen Mez says. Michelle Coburn said, sending hugs. Thank you. Natalie Carl, I feel like I've been sent a 3-year window and dealing with things. Yes, good. But you need to go watch the Secret full movie, lovey, because it's going to make your life so much better, and which I need to revisit it again, actually, because I haven't watched it for a while. She said, anybody around me, please. Yes, you've got to ask the questions, guys. Don't ask me if I've seen your question, because if I haven't read it, I haven't seen it. It's really, really important we just ask the question. Who we got here? So I wrote down Tanya Aikens. Did I actually do a reading for her early? Did? Okay. No, I didn't even write anything down. So Sarah. What have we got for Sarah, Spirit? Anybody around me? Now, it feels like my head is just being in a vice, and I don't have a headache, but I feel like pressure on my head and my shoulders here. Head and shoulders with pressure. I'm also getting number 11 and also November, 2 and February. And also they just gave me this, well, like in my left ear, they just gave me like a flicking, like someone's poking me or poking something in it, or giving me a lot of pain in my left ear. And this did someone have like impact to the ear, or did they have perforated eardrum, that the eardrum's been damaged, or what's happened with this ear? I'm also getting the anxiety around you as well. I do feel like there's a few opportunities coming up for you, and this is not going to be till March / into May, March towards May next year. March, May, I'm hearing. Towards March and May. I'm also getting number 9 around you in September, and I feel like there's birthdays, anniversaries, memorials there, as well as a significant month for you this year. So whatever happened in September, it's done, it's dusted, it's gone, okay? So there's no more turning back. And it's time for you for change, lovey, because I see all the 555s around you. Definitely we need to zip it up. We need to stop. We need to pull back the reins here from everything around you. Just sit in the corners, like you, not literally, but sit on the fence here. Sit back and just observe, because we're saying too much and we're not observing enough. So sometimes when you listen, you hear more. Do you know what I mean? Like when you just sit there and listen, you get more information, and that's what I'll leave you with. But I'll leave it there. Thank you. Natalie Carr says, I have itchy things on the back of my neck. Been trying to do diet. Yes, good. So when you do diet, lovey, we need to get you off all carbohydrates because you get your carbohydrates from your veggies, lovey. So carbohydrates like those really bad carbohydrates, such as the pasta, the bread. There's a book called The Grain Brain. So go read that about grains. We need to get off the grains. We need to get off the pasta, the pizza, the bread, all that white stuff. Anything. There was a saying that I heard the other week, and white is not right, or something like that. It was. So when you think of white food to eat, like rice, the breads and all that, the white potatoes, etc., the starchy stuff, get off it. Go to your sweet potato. Look at things like that. So yes, and definitely the diet is going to work for you, and it's training. You've got to do some training, guys, and training is so important for mental health. It's so important for your the hormones. It's so important for everything, just your bones, everything. When we used to teach, we used to say things like for children when they're growing, for example, when they go and do things such as basketball, when they're jumping, it actually makes the bones stronger, believe it or not. So, little things like that. We need to start looking at getting our health on track, because if we're not feeling well, if we're miserable, we're grumpy, we have no motivation, we can't get our head straight, you're either deficient in minerals or you've got your hormones are upside down. We say that you need to be tired when you go to bed, not wired, and wired when you wake up, not tired. What else is there? Just good nutrition, guys. You'll see a massive difference in your skin. You'll see a massive difference in your health. And any other validations there, Miss Ellie?
Yes.
See, I can't see them there. That's why I'm asking you.
Diane Marie came on and she said, my mother had a damaged eardrum since she
Oh.
was 10 years old. Her sister poked something in her ear. by
Oh,
accident.
there you go. But that was for Sarah. Who was that for? That was for Sarah I was reading for.
You're
But
reading for
yeah,
Sarah,
but
Sarah,
that's
but Diane came from
yeah, I still feel it too. It's really strong. But anyway, we'll leave it there. I'm going to call it a night, and we'll be back this Sunday, or I'll be back tomorrow night at 7:00 with Jade from Culture Connection, and then we'll be live doing some readings there as well and some interviews, and then also we'll be back on Sunday night from 8 till 10 and Monday night from 8 till 10. I'll be doing it at home. Yeah, I'll be doing a home show on Sunday night because Ellie can't make Sunday night, but is that Sunday and Monday? Sunday and Monday. Yeah, I'll have to see how I go with that one. But you're listening to Alive 90.5 FM, and good night, everybody. Have a beautiful week. Cheers.
Alive 90.5.
Bye.